worst nightmare. I'm Sharon McDuffie. Was Ed Meek's Facebook post racist and sexist or just a misunderstanding?
This weekend is set to be huge. I'm Claudia Wells, and I will tell you how the city is preparing.
A run that is worth the sweat. Take 30 News, Courtney Austin.
Top of the hour. Welcome to Take 30 News. I'm Sydney Moore.
And I'm Cash Matlock. Well, what's in a name? The name associated with a well-known school in Mississippi is causing controversy. And we now know that name is coming down.
Take 30 Sharon McDuffie joins us now. Sharon, why is the name being removed?
Ed was a journalism PR director for several years and had the school named after him. He made a controversial Facebook post. Now Meek and the post are receiving a lot of backlash. The post was all about what goes on at the Oxford Square at the football games. He mentions the lack of police presence and how there are multiple fights happening around this time as well. Dr. Meek is also urging leaders to do something about this before it's too late. He says the school is suffering from it because the enrollment is down 3%. He said if nothing is done soon, real estate value and tax revenue will all fall down as well. Now, no one was saying what he is saying isn't true, but the pictures he attached of the two black women is where the controversy starts. Many people were surprised that he would choose two black women who, as you see in the photo, were just standing around. Instead, they were saying he could have used this video of frat boys fighting at the Bama and Ole Miss game to get his point across. As you can hear in the video, someone says another fight just like this one happened before.
This shit happened last week too. Yeah. At the stage it happened.
I did get a chance to talk with Amaya Jones, a student there who has been very vocal about all of this.
I actually know Chancellor Vitter personally. Like, we've had personal conversations. That wasn't the Ole Miss Chancellor page. That was his personal Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And so I expected him to respond simply because of the fact that he and I have had conversations about this particular topic on numerous accounts. And so I wanted to see if you were really what you were, about your business, or really about what you were talking about with me. When we were in those personal moments, when you saw me that time at the Grove and we had a conversation, when you came to my play, he came to one of my productions here at the university, where, and you told me how great of a job I did, and we had a conversation. I wanted to see if that was the same chancellor I was going to get. It was an honest challenge to him, because you can't act like you're on the right side, and then when push comes to shove, you back down.
Yeah. Ole Miss School of Journalism did release a statement. I felt like there were still some questions we needed answers to, so I sent them a list of questions. They didn't respond back to my email, but some of the questions were, do they have a social media policy for existing faculty? How do they plan on dealing with the backlash from other donors? I'm Sharon McDuffie, reporting for Take 30 News. The young ladies in the picture, Mahogany Jordan, doesn't want Dr. Meek's apology. She wrote in a column, The Daily Mississippian, Jordan wrote, I relinquish being over-sexualized, scapegoated, and invalidated by anyone. I deserve to feel secure in my own skin, in this campus, in this town as my counterparts do.
Thank you, Sharon. Ed Meek did request for his name to be removed, and he has issued an apology.
Well, supermarket scare. Some local grocery shoppers got more than they bargained for. And Starkville police say on Friday, Cedra Patton of Starkville tried to run someone over with her vehicle in the Vowels supermarket parking lot. And they arrested Patton and charged her with attempted aggravated assault. Police did not say why Patton tried to do it. And police are also looking into a hit and run with a pedestrian that happened last Friday. Starkville police say a driver hit a pedestrian on 602 Yellow Jacket Drive. The victim is a juvenile. She was taken out of the area for evaluation and later released. Police say they've identified the juvenile driver and that the case has been turned over to youth court. Anyone with any information into this or any other incident is asked to contact the Starkville Police Department or the Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers at 1-800-530-7151.
The MSU Student Association Senate met last Tuesday to discuss new legislation. Bill 2 and Act 2 are new pieces of legislation that focus on homecoming procedures and the distribution of funds for various groups throughout campus. Bill 2 changes the wording in homecoming procedures documents. Act 2 is setting a $2,000 cap to any campus group of organizations requesting funds. This weekend's Bulldog Bash is a huge event in Starkville, organized by a much smaller team that you might imagine. Despite being the largest outdoor concert in the state of Mississippi, the entire Bulldog Bash staff fits in this small office on the 3rd floor of the Student Union. In it, a team of only 8 Student Association members collaborate to bring MSU students and the Starkville community some of the world's best musical acts. David Cuevas, director of Bulldog Bash, describes the many hoops the team has to jump through to make the event possible.
I have to call every Starkville business, see if they want to be sponsors, plan out Maroon Market, meet with all the city, make sure it's in accordance with everything they want, go over road closures, meet with the police, pretty much like a bunch of stuff you don't think about, and we're ready to see the fruits of our labor.
You can catch Bulldogs Bash headliner, the All-American Rejects, this Friday night in downtown Starkville.
So how is law enforcement preparing for the wild weekend ahead? Take 30's Claudia Wells shows us.
Have taken to Twitter with excitement for this year's Bulldog Bash weekend.
Not all Starkville residents share that same excitement.
The traffic is going to be, in more or less words, very compact.
MSU's police department is gearing up for the big weekend.
One thing that we're doing to prepare for the game, like we do with any other game, we normally hire outside agency guys from other police departments to come in to be able to help us with whether it's traffic duties, inside the stadium type of situations. When it's dealing with Bulldog Bash, we do have to incorporate a lot of the foot traffic that we have. So we do have to hire those guys to actually come in and be able to assist us with that too. Honestly, if I was a student or I gave advice to a student, I'd just tell them to get a taxi. You got plenty of taxi services around, especially you got Ubers that are riding around and Lyfts. I think that somebody should end up getting those, especially if they're going to be partaking in alcoholic beverages, which depending on the age limits, they shouldn't be doing that. But those that are planning on drinking and different things like that, I just suggest that they get taxis, because Starkville Police Department and MSU Police Department are well known for giving out DUIs and public intox.
For Take 30 News, I am Claudia Wells.
Corporal Johnson also advises everyone to stay aware of their surroundings and travel with a friend.
Now, police are still looking for the person or people who vandalized the bully statue on MSU's campus. Police say the bully statue that stands in the junction was vandalized at night. A few weekends ago, the words "Woo Pig" and the date 11/17 were spray painted in red. Even though the statue has been cleaned, police and university officials still want to know who did it.
We have to call
one of the bully statues on our campus, principally the one in the junction. It was spray painted red. It had the words "Woo Pig" on it and a date.
If you have any information on this, you're asked to contact the MSU Police Department at 662-325-2121.
Well, Sydney, have you ever wondered what fireworks stand owners do when it's not New Year's Eve or the 4th of July?
There's a sort of excitement that only comes when there's an element of danger. But how does an industry...
You know the scene in those popular TV crime shows when the investigators show up The one where they scratch their heads while trying to figure out who committed the homicide and when? At Mississippi State University, we're solving mysteries behind real-life crime scenes with forensic research that's a first of its kind. Teaming with microbiologists from around the country, we're examining microscopic bacteria that can help solve real murders. So far, our partnership with a major metropolitan medical examiner is yielding results with more than 200 real-life crime samples analyzed. We're learning how microbiomes change and relocate, uncovering evidence in criminal investigations by better pinpointing time of death. Way more exciting than being a TV detective. We're finding crucial answers when they're needed most. Solving mysteries with science, that's worth watching.
Well, for many families, fireworks are a necessity for New Year's Eve and the 4th of July, but what do these business owners do the rest of the year? Take 30's Luke Lutz shows us.
I've always loved fireworks. There's a sort of excitement that only comes when there's an element of danger. But how does an industry that's only open twice a year operate?
I set out to see the people behind the fireworks and what their life is like throughout the year. And what I found was Deborah Turman. Turman owns and operates Orbit Fireworks in Columbus, Mississippi. She has 8 locations throughout the area, but for Turman, fireworks has always been more than a business. It's family.
My father started Orbit Fireworks when I was 10 years of age. I ran the very first Orbit Fireworks in Gatman, Mississippi. I've been doing it for 38 years, so that's telling my age, but it's just been a big part of my life.
Running a fireworks stand sounded to me like a pretty good first job, but Turman described some of the drawbacks to helping her father run the family business.
It was our lifestyle. We didn't have Christmas. Christmas was selling fireworks, so we had to work right through it and do it when we could.
As I expected, supporting a family or even yourself solely off a fireworks company seemed almost impossible. That's why Turman's father found other business ventures.
My father was an entrepreneur. He had several businesses, but he had car washes and fireworks and a grocery store and laundromats.
Turman runs a hair salon as her primary source of income. But when January and July roll around, she puts fireworks first.
People understand with my hair salon that I've been doing the fireworks business, and I always leave and I'm always gone. So when they know it's getting close to fireworks time, they're like, better get in and get my hair done or I'm not going to get it done.
Turman talked about the craziness and all the obstacles that come with running Orbit Fireworks. But she loves doing it. Fireworks, to many, are just biannual pyrotechnics. But for Turman, fireworks have and always will be a big part of her life. I'm Luke Lutz with Take 30 News.
And Turman said the main obstacle for fireworks sales is the weather. She said a rainy week can ruin weeks of preparations.
Well, the Maroon Volunteer Center's Hurricane Florence Relief Fund is receiving support from the MSU student body, including those with no personal connection to the aftermath. Flooding from Hurricane Florence continues to cause massive damage on the East Coast, even after the storm has passed. And many MSU students have family in the affected areas. Mississippi State's Florence Relief Fund is connecting those who want to help with the proper resources and information to do so, as well. And as Emily Bedwell, graduate assistant with the Maroon Volunteer Center, says, even international students are looking to support their fellow Bulldogs.
I had a student come in, actually a couple of international students, and they came in and they were really interested in helping, volunteering, and so I thought that was pretty cool to not even be from here and be really interested in helping. So what we're really trying to do is get them hooked up with like ways that they can give monetarily, either through the Red Cross or through FEMA. Really the best thing to do is just to donate monetarily, so that's what we're encouraging students to do.
We'll find out how you can help at mvc.msstate.edu.
Cash, will the rain ever stop after the break? We'll tell you just how many inches of rainfall we've had over the past few days.
all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day so that you can prepare for your day.
Now it's time for a quick look at the weather. For the past few days, we've seen a lot of rainfall in Starkville. According to the Geosciences Department at MSU, the past 2 days of rain has left us with 3.4 inches of rainfall. This number is reported around noon today. It looks like the rain has no intention of slowing down either. Our forecast for the rest of the week, you can see that there could be more rain on the way. Tomorrow you can expect a high of 76 degrees with a 40% chance of rainfall in the morning hours. Later that night, a chance of rain will lower to about 10%. Friday, you can expect showers in the afternoon with a high of 81 degrees and that day with a low of 63 degrees. It looks like this weekend will be a little more sunny, though with rain chances at 20% for Saturday and 10% for Sunday. That's all the weather we have for today. Back to you, Sydney and Cash.
Thank you, Stephanie.
We've got to look at the upcoming volleyball match. Take 30 Sports is up next.
It's a simple idea. Knowledge that transforms lives shouldn't be limited to those on a campus, but extended to any and all who want or need it, wherever they are. At Mississippi State University, we've been making that possible for more than 100 years through the MSU Extension Service. What began as an effort to extend the latest research to farmers has become something much more. Today, we're helping Mississippians from all walks of life, giving them the tools they need to build a brighter future. We're sparking the imagination of students around the state and inspiring the next generation of doctors. We're helping rural communities find their way to the internet and connect to the world at large. And we're teaching families how to lead healthier lives in ways both big and small. MSU is standing firm in its commitment to that one simple idea: extend the knowledge that transforms lives wherever they are.
Welcome to Take 30 Sports. I'm Georgia Moore. Want to know how you can celebrate your hump day? After being on the road for about a month, Mississippi State's volleyball team will play here in Stark Vegas tonight at 6 p.m. They will face Auburn as their first SEC match at the Grist. The team's overall record is 4-11. Head coach Julie Daugherty says that both her and the team are excited to be playing at home and that they are ready to get to work. If you can't make it to the game will be aired on ESPNU, but you could be missing out on an interesting guest. To add to the spirit of Hump Day, there will be a live camel waiting outside of the Grist, and starting at 5 o'clock, students and fans will have the opportunity to take pictures with it before the match starts. A fundraiser that brought out the clowns of Starkville took place this past weekend. Take 30's Courtney Alton shows us the greatest fun run on earth. The TK Martin Center is a standalone center, meaning that they have to create their own money flow to stay on campus. That's all we have for sports. Back to you, Cash and Sydney.
Thank you, Georgia. Well, after the break, we'll tell you all about how an MSU alumni is making a difference in her community.
And we also have the latest information on MSU's newest expansion project. Stay tuned.
A baby's arrival can be one of the most exciting times in a family's life. it can also be one of the most anxious, especially if the child's development is hindered by medical challenges that create more questions than answers. At Mississippi State University, we're groundbreakers in the study of CHARGE syndrome, a genetic condition that leads to a host of life-threatening birth defects. Our research teams are uncovering breakthroughs in treatment and prevention with a goal of greater understanding that leads to better care. We're also providing crucial support resources for parents and helping physicians around the globe gain awareness so symptoms can be detected and addressed earlier. By engaging in this innovative analysis and therapy, we're not only improving outcomes, we're unlocking brighter futures.
A Mississippi State University graduate is hosting the first ever eczema walk in Mississippi next month. After Jerry Lewis was diagnosed with eczema in high school, she was inspired to raise awareness for the disease by beginning the walk. And while Lewis would like a high attendance, her real desire is that people leave with a new knowledge of eczema.
Eczema walks, you always hear like breast cancer or diabetes or something in that nature. It's the first walk, eczema walk in my community, so I'm super excited about that and just, ready to see how it's going to turn out and so that I can prepare for the next year. It's a very challenging disease, so I really want people to get the knowledge out of the walk. I just don't want them to come and walk. I really want them to be educated.
If you have any more information, about putting on theater performance, the theater MSU season, have you ever thought about what you have to do? Officially has started. They're kicking the year off with J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, with opening night only a couple days away. On Saturday, September 30th, it's all hands on deck as Theater MSU works to recreate Tolkien's iconic Middle-earth. Longtime Theater MSU worker and actor Jacob Baker is set to portray Bilbo Baggins and gives us some more info on the production.
It's a shorter adaptation, mainly geared towards children. That doesn't mean it's just for children. It's going to be a really fun show for everybody. But so we're going to be performing to a lot of school groups, which is really exciting because I know kids always love to get out of school, come see us on their field trips, and we're excited to give them a good show.
For more information on how to purchase tickets to the show, you can visit MSU's website at msustate.edu. MSU's campus is continuing to expand over the semester.
That's right, another new facility is under construction at Mississippi State, but as Take 30's Courtney Alston explains, not everyone is excited about it.
Behind me is the south and east commuter gravel parking lots. Very soon, these parking lots will be the location of the new engineering building.
The building that they're in now, Walker, is a 50-ish 1950s building. It was built under actually no building codes. The buildings we have today were in the using the 2015 IBC building code. So it's all about safety. Not that Walker's unsafe, it's just the newer codes, we're meeting the codes, wind loading, energy requirements, square footage requirements per student, that kind of stuff. So this is a much improved building.
Terrence Stringfellow, Customer Service Manager for the Parking Services Department, mentioned a few parking lot projects they had coming up that should help with the parking issue, that to his knowledge would be completed by the fall of 2019. In the meantime, he had a few suggestions.
It's all said and done, everybody be happy, but of course right now during the process of construction and especially when we have record enrollment year of students every year, of course that can be very frustrating for everybody, student, staff, but on behalf of our department, I can tell you that we're working hard to get these things online quick. Let's say somebody who has east, they're going straight to their east lot, but circling in one lot. But you know, within that zone is multiple areas in that zone. But if there's not any spaces there to everybody just utilize the any valid permit zones to get you to your classes. We do have shuttle stops at each of those locations that'll bring you into campus. Those any valid permit zones, that'll help big time.
For Take 30 News, Courtney Alston.
Well, the new building will be located on the corner of Hardy Road and Presidential Drive across from the TK Martin Center.
2018 could go down as a good year for some local farmers. Mississippi State University agriculture experts see a positive outlook for the state's beef cattle industry, with prices at profitable levels and herd numbers up. An MSU Extension Service beef specialist says the state's cattle industry has suffered no major challenges this year. She attributes that to a mild climate and good weather. She says by the late summer, most of the state's producers are weaning their cows and preparing them for the market, where most will go west. Mississippi producers raise cattle on nearly 16,000 farms across the state. Specialists say they are encouraged by the innovation coming from young cattle farmers. By the way, she says beef prices in that grocery store may be relatively high, but that does not automatically mean producers